Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Run Kingdom, where we're going to dwell back into the story of BEAST-YEAST, because we just got introduced to the one, the only, which by the way, this is not the right map. We got introduced to the one, the only charcoal cookie, who seems to hopefully is going to be able to lead us out, or maybe deeper into these really creepy realms of the underneath, or whatever the plug we want to call it. The tombs, let's just call them that. For some reason, we're at 4? Oh, it's probably because I was doing, not Might of the Ancients. No, it's, Monster Menace levels. Anywho, we're starting off at 11.9 right now, but of course, before I start into this, I will be reading comments from the video. The Super Epic Gotcha gives more than Super Epics, because, I had really good luck on that video. But if you want to leave your question and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, so feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, or a random comment, or random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creative community, then that's what matters the most. Whew, my nose is getting irritated because we've been inhaling some powder. We're not going to go into too much context about that, it's fine. It's drugs. Anyway, by the way, I need to do a team change, by the way, because I'm taking off. Who'd be best to take off?
Is this what you believe in?
There we go. Yep. We have a fully fledged Silent Soul Kiki on the team. Like, look at the strength.
It is
look at this
not
power.
my place to speak.
For some reason, it's at 794,000, but back here it says 683. Don't know why. Maybe it's just like a stipulation with the level or something like that. I don't know, but well, we're still making it work. Anywho. Was there something? Okay, no, I thought I saw something right there. But before we start, just a quick comment to get over, being from Gamer Soul saying, question of the day, I think I'd like to watch the Groovy Dominoes 52, because he made my favorite Roblox games. Also, Daft Husky, because it was a Red Dead Heaven content, and also a channel, any channel related to, like, object shows. Okay, that makes sense, because I can tell you, object shows are a lot more bigger than I would have assumed, because that one thing is getting a movie. Because it's not even a movie. It's like a long episode being presented in theaters. And when I heard about that, I was like, sheesh, go them. What absolute champs. Just, yep, the silence. What absolute champs actually have a full-fledged episode to be presented in theaters? Like, are you kidding me? Why can't we have that with a bunch of, like, indie animations? Like, seriously. Anyways, get these dorks out of here. With the power of both Silent Soul Cookie and Charcoal Cookie, we're gonna have a very fine time. And of course, I love how White Lily's just in the center of all this. We got 3 ancients and a beast and the quote-unquote core horde, which I don't even think Charcoal is like a core horde of Silent Soul. I'm pretty sure it's just like he, you know, guides people through the tombs, which as far as I know, is probably might be indebted to Silent Soul in one way or another. Because he always talks about this debt that he needs to repay. So I'm hoping that we get some more lore about what his debt even is. So get the blub out of here. And let's just do this now. Because I think both him and Silent Salt get like special effects for this. Charcoal and Silent Salt. Charcoal isn't affected by this like little veil of salt thing. But Silent Salt, I think it's just straight up immune.
Only silence remains.
Oh hey, that was your first quote ever. Like, Silent Salt is, like, immune to it, while, Charcoal dampens the effect to all of the cookies, including himself. But anywho, oh, did we just get another one? Because we have to go through a bunch of, like, multitudes of levels for, like, the memories, right? We need to go through 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so it's just gonna be a long streak of memories. 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to Charcoal Cookie. Well, and considering that this next level is the Tombkeeper's Guidance, I'm pretty sure we have something going good for us here. Especially when guarding against. By the way, Resentful Salt Grind. These look awful. Like, terrifying. And there's Serene Salt Spirit. Well, they look peaceful. The Enraged Salt Spirit, that one doesn't look like peace. Anyway, a few comments to get out of the way. Alan Parker says, question of the day, there's a lot, but I'll name a few. Like Wolfie Plays, Rin Penrose, Failboat, Poochara, Dang Pods, Microwave Society, Flamingo, and Shiny Catherine. There's few of them that I actually do recognize. They're like Wolfie Plays, Failboat, Dang Pods, and Flamingo. Some of those I do recognize, some of those I don't, but those channels I do appreciate from the ones I do, and I can tell you, the other ones should be also appreciated too. But how are we gonna get any sort of guidance here?
A tombkeeper, you say? Are you with the St. Pastry Order?
I'm with no one. I simply look after this place.
Then, are there other devotees?
Is that so? There are no one left to believe in any gods here. When the war ravaged this land, many sought safety in these depths. None left. And now these spirits harbor deep grudge and animosity, enough to harm the living. Such a shame. Such a shame.
Is that so?
Leave, ye two, as fast as ye can. Leave if you wish to save your dough and soul.
I'm not afraid. There's something I'm looking for. The Night of the Witches, held once in 1,000 years. This is my only chance. I shall meet the creators, the witches. I must ask the question, why were we, the cookies, created? Why were we brought into this world?
Sister Pastry Cookie! Sister Pastry Cookie! I heard you were chosen to succeed Brother Menthol Cookie and Sister Seltzer Cookie, to be summoned to the Sanctum Sanctorum and stand among the godly creator's beloved flock!
I declined.
What? Why? I thought that was what you wanted!
There is another sanctuary of our order. It holds something I'm looking for. Something I'm looking for.
And ye too, huh? Ye with the crossbow.
I chose to miss out on the Order's grandest rite, to come here. My pilgrimage will continue until I hear the voices of the Almighty.
Quiet, quiet. One by one. Huh? Ain't heard about any sanctuaries or almighties.
Never heard?
I see that ye came to the Land of Silence for a reason. But stay any longer, and the restless spirits will surely get the best of ye two. A tombkeeper's job is to make sure that nothing and no one disturbs the fallen's eternal rest. Very well. I'll be your guide.
But I don't know what will unfold once I find what I seek. The responsibility is mine and mine alone. I won't let other cookies get hurt again.
Enough, enough. Oh, young one, I wasn't asking. Ain't ye heard? The Devil of Silence himself has returned to his domain.
The Devil of Silence?
Silent Salt Cookie.
Right ye are. Not only did the dreadful tyrant slay countless cookies by his own hand and blade, but he cursed them, cursed to roam this land forevermore. Before the tragedy he brought forth, this Land of Silence was known as the Great Barren. The spirits are restless, for they know their tormentor is back. But if ye dare disturb the sleeper's rest, then I'll have no choice but to stop ye two.
I promise to respect the crumbled.
You are the keeper of this holy place. Book of Salt 17:2. Thy will I shall obey.
You notice how, like, occasionally Silent Salt occasionally just spoke to himself, going, like, quiet? What? I don't think that was to actually, like, White Lily and Pastry. I think that was to, like, the spirits around, because he immediately, like, brought his attention back to the both of them. Pretty interesting. Yeah, get these dorks down. But he realistically just told us, hey, and by the way, that kind of does explain why Pastry Cookie wasn't in the whole storyline with Menthol and Seltzer, because instead that explains why she's even her in the first place, because she missed out on the thing that was supposed to be like the super high order that she was supposed to be a part of. So, very interesting, like I keep mentioning, because, you know, when it revolves around lore, everything is just interesting around here, but my gosh, this just gets worse and worse with every passing second, or better. I'd like to opt for the latter. I don't know. But knowing me, it's probably going to be the former. Though, just quickly getting some other comments out of the way, there happens to be a comment from, did I read that one? Yes, I did. Shampy saying, I like to watch a lot of YouTubers like BJ Mike, 8-Bit Ryan, SMG4, and also a lot of other ones that I don't remember. Okay. Well, I heard of all of those before. I don't want much. I think I recently watched, like, BJ Mike recently, but, like, it's just because I'm like some funny baldy mod or something. Marshadow Activity says, question of the day, no one specific. I can't name a whole lot of people. Well, I don't know if that means you have no one in particular or you have a lot of people in particular, but it's fine. Also, Froky TW saying, Hyper, you're easily my favorite content creator, but since you said outside Kick Your Run, here's my favorite then. I have multiple, like Mike's Nugget and Windet for Hollow Knight, and Johnstone and Ryan was taken for Pokemon Shiny hunting. I haven't heard of I think I heard Ryan was taken too, but Johnstone's definitely one I do recognize. Also, It's Caitlin Gotcha says, question of the day, outside Kick Your Run? It'd probably be like SMG4, sometimes I take a break to enjoy them, but then Minecraft videos are just history videos, and also, your reacting was exactly the same as mine. In the Super Epic banner, I got like an Ancient, a Beast, and a Legendary. Sheesh, I didn't even think, did I get a Legendary? I don't think I did. I got Ancient, Beast, and Epic, so somehow your luck was better than mine in that, so honestly, big peak in getting all this pure luck. Pure vanilla, pure white lily luck that you got strapped up on you.
The spirits are back!
Go back where you came from.
May you find peace in the Almighty's embrace.
So, these spirits can be banished? For good?
I simply help them break free from their curse.
But why do they keep appearing if you have the power to put them to rest?
No matter how many of these spirits we put to sleep, the lives lost in this very place were truly countless.
Just how many?
That would be a number I dare not imagine. The ancestors survived the slaughter. They were helped by those who gave their lives to seal away the spirits beneath their very graves.
Is that the debt?
To honor that sacrifice, we have looked after this place for generations.
It means the cookie lying in that tomb was
among those who saved Charcoal Cookie's ancestors.
Hush now, all of ye. You're right, for this tomb is the final resting place of the Kalanamic Knights, who valued solidarity above all.
Kalanamic Knights?
Their order was led by Silent Salt Cookie himself, before his fall from grace, that is. They swore no allegiance to any power that be. Instead, they stood together with all those in need.
Their forces must have been considerable, given the sheer size of this place.
Yes. A force so formidable, none in the entire BEAST-YEAST dared challenge them. That was until the great tragedy.
Tragedy?
Perhaps the reason this tomb exists.
A sharp one, eh? The entire order lost their lives in an instant. They surrendered all their strength and vitality to Silent Salt Cookie, their commander.
Okay, but the big question is, why would he do this?
Silence.
I mean, what the pleb would cause him to have such a downfall from grace? That's like the big question I need to have now. We're probably gonna have answered, but I gotta figure this out for myself, I swear. And that's a big tomb right there, because, big death thing. But, Kalanamic Knights. The order led by Silent Salt, which is, of course, the thing that they led before, but I'm still curious as to why, which we did get a little piece of a journal, which we can go ahead and read right here before I guess I'll read a few more comments. With 20 of those, that's good solid rewards, despite everyone being dead around us. We've encountered Charcoal Cookie, the Tombkeeper. He explained that this catacomb complex is a burial ground of Knights of Kalanamic. The Knights' sacrifice allowed them to seal countless wraiths within the tomb. However, I can't shake off the feeling that something in this story doesn't add up. Well, I can tell you what doesn't add up. It's the fact, why would he do this? That's the big question. And of course, Patriot Kicks right there, classic. But like, it's like, why? That's the thing. And also, there's actually 1116, which it opens up after the fight with Charcoal. Which I'm assuming what's gonna happen is like we see like the fresh split tomb where Silent Salt would be kept, and that's how we enter that whole entire realm. And he's gonna try and block it off because he's like a land protector, going like, no, you can't enter here. And then White Lily just like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then we just like go folding. Great. We'll probably have enough time for like 2 more levels, depending on how many other cutscenes there are. But quickly, there's a longer comment from Walter Capone saying, when did the Super Epic Gacha went from event prizes and all of a sudden I'm getting 2 Super Epics and one of them was Camellia and now I have 2 star Ascended. And also when I was trying to pull for Mental 4-star, I got another Doyle, and I have Doyle 3 stars. I need some of this luck, I swear. Sock Brosos also says hello, hello, and you said all in caps, along with Simple Hexagon saying hi, well, hello to you, and also Ian Man of EV says, question of the day, I like to watch FNAF and Pokemon YouTubers all the time, but I do like to watch this guy called Toadbup and his horror game reviews. I feel like I've heard of Toadbup before, that sounds familiar. Maybe I can look that up just so I can get some more, a little bit more clearance, I don't know. But, show me more lore. Those are just giant, that's not the lore that I expected, those are just giant rocks. Thing is, if there's gotta be more memories, you think there'd be more cutscenes preceding these levels, because like they're from White Lily's journal. What is he trying to do stuff?
Silent Salt Cookie slaughtered those who followed him?
What use are loyalty and trust to one who no longer believes in solidarity?
What was that?
You could say I was silent as a grave. Sometimes me thoughts just slip out. Years of solitude will do that to ye. Here, we've made it to the deepest depths. I hope ye too are getting close to what ye seek.
I'm not quite sure.
I must look around. Now that the spirits trouble us no longer, these depths might finally reveal their secrets. Cookies who built this place must have revered those who were eventually laid to rest here.
The walls are strewn with intricate ornaments and sculptures. Such love and devotion.
And yet, they placed a statue of Silent Salt Cookie too. Why did they choose to preserve the memory of a devil who betrayed their unwavering loyalty in cold jam?
A reminder that disaster always strikes without notice.
A reminder.
Even the mighty knights of Kalanamek couldn't foresee that the commander they revered so would turn his blade against him one day.
What was he like before turning to darkness?
Why, an emissary of gods, no less. One whose sole purpose was to preach an ancient virtue. For some, Silent Salt Cookie was like a god himself, for he chose this barren land of the weak and the oppressed.
Gods?
The gods you worship, Pastry Cookie.
Our godly creators of great hands, mountain-like hats, and long shadows.
Yes. One question has bothered me all my life. Perhaps you can explain to me something about these gods. Why did they create us so small, weak, and fragile?
The ways of the Almighty are not to be questioned. This is...
Pastry Cookie, keep your voice down. The crumbles are sleeping.
Forgive me.
No, I am sorry. I didn't mean to question your faith. I was merely curious if those who revere the witches could see things differently than I do.
We believe that faith is a journey. Mine brought me here to this sacred place, in search of divine guidance. You, on the other hand...
Oh?
No, never you mind. I apologize. This place must be getting to me. Endless halls, and yet not a trace of the Almighty's presence.
Young and I've been looking after this tomb for as long as I can remember. No one has ever come to seek the presence of gods.
Then why? Why? To what end does the Order call the Cake Tower and this forsaken place sacred? Book of Salt 3:2. For frail is the faith of those who deny that which they cannot see.
What they cannot see?
What's gotten into ye?
Pastry Cookie, of course. Indeed, this place bears the mark of our creators, as the St. Pastry Order claims.
How do you know? There is not a single holy fork in sight.
No, but there are things that remain unseen.
I mean, to be fair, the thing that I was gonna immediately pinpoint about that
Only
was the fact that,
silence
like,
remains.
she's reading from the book called Book of Salt. Does that not give you, like, any sort of implication at all? Alright, I think now, before I end the video, I do want to take a gander at White Lily Cookie's journal for 1113, because this will probably explain a little bit more, and just read some of the remaining comments, because there's not many left on this video. So what it says right here. According to legend, Silent Salt Cookie single-handedly decimated the entire order of his followers. I can see why the cookies of Beasties fear his name so, and yet as we descend deeper, I can't help but wonder why they decided to preserve Silent Salt Cookie's memory in this place. I would probably associate that with, like, it's a symbol of his strength and not out of respect. It's more out of, like, would you rather be feared or would you rather be respected and loved? Because either way, you're going to have people looking at you regardless, and that's kind of an eerie thought. But another just to get some of the other comments out of the way, Alice does many things. Says, question of the day, trust me, one half I watch object shows, Roblox, and other things that spark my interest, but on the other hand, I like documentaries, sometimes iceberg videos. So I watch sometimes silly things, but sometimes things that scare me. Sometimes we do have those feelings. Like, sometimes we like the vibe of, like, the more dark and dreary, and then sometimes we just like the stupid and silly. Dark Cacao Cake says, I was disappointed why I had Shadow Mokiki again instead of Elder Fairy, because I wanted to get him at 5 stars. He's already at 2, so for now, I'm saving him for Silent Salt Cookie. I need to complete the Beast collection. Hoping that you do. You must have been playing recently then, if that's the case. Maxi also says, question of the day, I like SMD's role, Roblox YouTubers, Geometry Dash YouTubers, and stuff like that. Good classic YouTubers, just to have a decent format, that are simplistic and yet fun. And lastly, Sylvester Foxy says, it gave me 6 Eternal Sugar Cookie Soul Stones, and I pulled 10. First, I got 3 Soul Stones, and second, I got 3 too. Sheesh. Hopefully you have enough to, like, ascend her or something, because that's a lot. Anyways, with that being said, if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Your Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get a Kick Your Run YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, and also there's links to, like, my other social medias and stuff, like my new merch store called the Plum Market, and also my plumbing, I almost said the K word. No, Ko-fi. But I meant to say my YouTube memberships for just $1 a month. You can see new exclusive content. But above all else, I will see you entities and Gardeith in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.